Morris almost came through the kitchen door this morning. It was as close as it's been. Nighttime came over to say hello, and of course I don't want her out, so I ended up having to close the door. But it's 64 out here and gorgeous. A little bit of a breeze. And sunny. It's just beautiful out here today. Oh wow, we've got shorebirds up high over the house again. They're just floating on the currents up there. I didn't get to the chicken yesterday, but I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now. Hey there, Panther. Good morning, bud. You got a great view. Such a nice day. Whoa! I'm sorry, bud. Give me a chance to sit it down. There you go. Well, we hope we'll see Spot today. We hope we'll see Spot today. I didn't check the security cameras last night since he had a can before he went out, and he's, you know, upset and etc. etc. I figured he probably wouldn't come back last night. Plus it was raining. But I hope to see him today. That would be good. Wow, look at those beautiful cloudy changing skies up there. And the birds. Although crows, but still. I'd like to hear the hawks this morning, but I have not. I say that because the more I hear them up near the house, the closer their nest is. Hi. Hello. Hi, baby girl. Good morning. Good morning. We wrote down 40 3/4 by 17.
I remember the 17.
Yeah, I imagine that 1/4 of an inch could matter.
Yeah, 40 3/4.
Don is cutting a piece of the wood for the top of that curio cabinet so I can move my Lego house and the lighthouse over to it so I can have my counter back. We're just doing, we did a lot yesterday, but there were a couple of things we needed to do today to finish up in the house. Like I've emptied that bookshelf so we can move it out, and moved a couple Lego things around, and you know, I hope we'll still get in a quickie walk at South Park, but we'll see. I told Donna hi Mart, you know, cutting the board first before we get too tired and the day gets away from us was more important. Because I really got to get those off the counter. Hi, buddy. Hi. I know, I just carrying those sticky notes around with me everywhere. I tried to get the water off your bed this morning, but I know it's probably still a little wet there. Sorry about that. Everybody's shedding, all my cats. Gray, Tux, Panther. They're just all got hair coming off. Good boy. Hey, nighttime. I'm trying not to scare too much. Oh, it's pretty out there, except for the wind. So, like I said, Don's cutting a piece of wood because this is not flat on top like the one on the other side. And we're putting an LED, not heat generating light in here. He ordered it. It'll be here Tuesday. And, the big Lego house and the lighthouse are going to go up here. See, this one is finished. And we'll get my lights sorted and all that good stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a tablecloth up there that's a neutral all year color or what, because with that heavy Lego house, it's not something I'm going to want to be moving around very often. I pulled these out of the other room. You know, for months you find Christmas stuff. So we bought the Joker coaster back from the attic. I'm trying to think. Okay, I see the coaster on the back side now. Probably should have put the coaster to the top. That thing is supposed to be up straight, but moves in a circle. The Technique stuff inside of there is really weird. And actually, if it was straight, it'd be hitting. So I just left it alone. I'm good with it. I still got to fix the Snoopy plane. And I brought the Flintstones back down until I need that spot for 2 or 3 modular houses that will fit there. I will fix the Snoopy, or the Snoopy, listen to me, the Snoopy plane. And I put the one little bookshelf from the other room here. It works great. The door opens all the way. It doesn't interfere with getting into the room. So why not? We want Data and Spot to be close by. There's books that Johnny read in elementary or middle school and stuff like that. I was shuffling through Lego stuff up in the attic, and I thought I remembered this guy, but I didn't remember not putting him together. He matches the one from Easter that's on a similar base. Anyway, I've got him to look forward to putting together now. Don did a great job cutting that piece of wood. I should have shown a picture of it before I covered it up, I guess. I did decide to cover it. He left this air hole on purpose. It's on both sides, but he fitted it in. It was almost, it really is quite flush. Perfectly good enough, but I kind of I think the Legos slide better on this than the wood. So it looked fine without it, but I decided that I wanted the Legos to be on the fabric. Don's going to the garage to find me a wood strip for the back so I can put some lights on top. We're almost done. Almost. And I'm happy enough with the lighthouse up here. So I dusted both of these guys with this. And there's no way to hook up the brush when you're vacuuming. So, at least that we saw. So anyway, I'm brushing with one hand and sucking it up with the other hand. I think that's okay. Probably what I would recommend, as soon as you have any Lego, you get one of these little things and you just blow. And you just do that twice a month, once a month. And you don't let it get on there, because I did have to brush some, both more the house but also the lighthouse, to get it really clean. It'll do about 1 full building on a charge, so you're not going to get it and go and do I'd have to do 1 a day. There's no way I could do the whole thing, but I don't know. I think it's important to have one right away and keep up with it, because once it gets skunky on there, it's hard to get off. So we're mounting some of that LED strip onto this piece of white plasticky material. This is something we found on the side of the road. It's like a piece of that. That's the Ring camera going off. I had it snoozed and I need to re-snooze it. I don't normally have my sound on. Kyle's already called and they're coming in a bit, so I don't really probably need to listen anymore, but that's why it was on. Anyway, we're mounting it to this piece of vinyl plasticky strip to just lay behind the houses up there. It looked really good when I had it just laying up there. Don agreed. So I said, I need something that doesn't look too bad. Thin and long, to, like a yardstick to put up here to mount it on. And Don, found the perfect thing. We have visitors.
Who's this stranger?
I love visitors, especially this one. Yay! All right, so I thought of a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
I don't want to admit that I've lost count, but I bet even maybe Mom doesn't know. Yeah. So how many channels are there now?
Yeah, in total, in the portfolio, 17 plus actually maybe even 1 or 2 more that are reserved that we want to do.
Okay.
There's a few things on there, though, that are I want to spin back up. We have a Scoots channel. That'd be really fun. We've been trying to do this for years, which is Don's one-wheel stuff.
Sure.
And to do all the micro-mobility, scooters, bikes, and our overlanding channel. So I would say all 17 channels are definitely not all operating at the maximum. But we have the plan to do it, and everything's set up and ready to go. And we have a bunch of colleagues that are working hard at filming. And yeah, this year it's all about optimization on our side. How the heck do we produce the volume that we need to produce? Because we're doing about maybe 60 or 70% of the volume where I'd like to get to by the end of this year.
So that was my next question was, so does that mean every single day you have to film content that goes into at least 1 video? Or how many distinct videos do you think you're averaging a week?
Well, I try to do at least 2 a day that I'm in. But the rest of the colleagues, Francie's doing a bunch of stuff on the podcast, so the goal for the podcast is 2 a day, even though she thinks it's not possible.
It isn't.
but we have enough people that can just talk. It's not hard to talk for 20 minutes. So,
sure.
Yeah,
okay.
The podcasts are not hour-long episodes. So yeah, we got a plan. It's just, we need the right people to kind of put together some of the channels. Like we need a really good micromobility person who is like how I am about cars. We need someone who loves scooters and bikes, and
sure.
And then we also need someone really skilled at off-roading to run that channel. And then we just started Out of Spec Renew with this guy Jerome. He's amazing, super knowledgeable on repurposing, recycling vehicles, and repowering classic cars to be electric. So this just launched only a couple days ago. And yeah, great successful launch. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers in a week. So
wow,
excited about that. But again, a lot of that is just like the core Out of Spec audience, like just jumping over.
Right, automatically Kyle is doing this now, so let's go follow Kyle or Out of Spec. Yeah.
But then, you know, that's the easy part. Now we just need to really show, okay, we have some really cool projects that we're going to be doing and builds, and that'll just be, everything is slow growth in the niches that we want to operate in.
So I think I counted you were in Germany twice so far in January already?
Yeah, in January I've been over twice.
Okay.
I'm going back again in a couple weeks. It's just because all the German automakers are launching their stuff around this time. I'll be tomorrow flying to San Francisco to drive the Honda Prologue. So that'll be interesting. So that's their GM Ultium based thing.
Okay.
Which my biggest question is, why would Honda partner with GM? It's obviously before they knew they couldn't build them or would have issues, but I wonder what they're thinking about it now.
Sure.
So, yeah, lots of questions about that car. Then, I don't even know what else I have going on. Some stuff I can't talk about in San Diego.
Well, can you just mention the very high level what brought you to Raleigh? I think you've already talked about it on social media. Yeah. So, yeah, tell us this a little bit.
So, Francie, who is really producing just as much content as anyone else, if not more than anyone on the team, her whole family drives electric. She's obviously worked for EVgo, but doesn't have an EV yourself. So she's always wanted one, and when Model 3 Highland launched, you were like, I'm going to go get one right now. Yeah. But I was like, okay, but we have so many Teslas at home, and we're doing videos on them. What about maybe something interesting? And you were thinking maybe ID Buzz or...
Love that.
Yeah, just something, I don't know, kind of interesting. But you decided, or I decided, you didn't decide. I said the VinFast lease. First of all, we knew that VinFast won't ever give us a car to review because we trashed it in the first video.
Sure.
Rightly so. The car wasn't good. We said it wasn't good, but they're a little bit cagey on working with media. So I'd like to get one and cover the software updates, and is this even worth buying or living with and dealing with? And for $250 a month with nothing down, it's really little risk. It's like a cell phone bill or a couple cell phone bills.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's a cell phone bill. Yeah.
For me, at least.
Family plan.
Yeah. So I was like, well, Francie, go on over there and I'll just get you a lease. You know, we'll cover it. And there's a free car. So if you hate it, you can still, you know, it's free. You can get something else.
Yeah. Yeah. But, well, cars and Kyle, they rotate. They come in and out of the sphere of rotation pretty quick. So absolutely. Yeah. That'll be fun. Yeah. But let me just say how excited I was, though, that your dad got the red Model X. Yeah. Even if it floats out sooner than I'd prefer, I'm still.
He loves it. He wants to keep it. He's like, that's his baby.
Yeah.
Pladdington is what he calls it.
Pladdington. Oh, I love it. I hadn't heard that, but I love it.
So he calls it that. It's at my house now in Colorado.
Yes, we saw. That's how I saw on Twitter, or on X, but also your video. Yeah.
Yeah. I took it on a road trip to Texas, then Las Vegas and back. And as soon as I'm back on the next nicest day I have time, we're going to do the range and charging tests, 10% challenge, maybe a towing thing, and then send it back.
This one is just so happy to have visitors. He doesn't know what to do with himself.
So cute.
Well, thank you for that. I know that the folks that watch us that remember before Out of Spec are...
This is the reason Out of Spec exists.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's true, but I do remember our conversations when I started editing.
Like,
so
Marianne, how can you do it once a day? This is crazy.
Yeah.
I thought you were insane. Now I realize you are insane.
Exactly. Exactly. I am liking this service, Kyle. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy to. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to save this for the college kids, though. I'm not going to thrift it yet. They're talking about fixing the GMC. Don is going to get back to it. It's just, you know, you can make fun. I keep on thinking about Jeff Foxworthy with the vehicle in the yard up on quote-unquote blocks.
Yeah, just blow by him. I gotta get a video of him.
Okay, thank you for...
See you.
Yes, it was awesome seeing you.
Absolutely, really fun. Good times.
I said I'm going to film the Dodge so he would make noise. And then as soon as I said that, the little one started playing with her toy, which is awesome. But sure was good to see Kyle. And Don finished this up basically as the driveway alert went off. But you can see the little tack board back there behind the buildings, putting the glow up top. And that's the Amazon glow over there on the corner, which I see it as the moon setting in the background. But yeah, mounting the LED lights to that little piece of that strip up there worked out super great. I'm very pleased. There, you can see it from the ground. I'm very pleased. Of course, I can change the background color, but I'm liking the contrast with the red, and it's Valentine's Day coming up, and you know, the glow does neat things, like I can tell it to go into Christmas mode and it'll alternate between red, white, and green and stuff. But I'm pleased. So I think we're officially done with the installation of everything. Right, Donnie? We're officially done with the installation, right? Lights and everything is all good.
All good.
Wow, don't those look yummy?
Sure do.